P4 week 36 exam paper review. This will be the paper from the Henry Park Primary School. So I'm going to skip section A, like the multiple choice, and I'm going to section B also. I'm going to skip, then I'm going to section C. Okay, so we're going to do the problem sums only. So question 16, right? We are going to do the solutions now. So it says here in a school, there were a total of 2147 pupils and teachers. There were 122 teachers. There were 433 more girls than boys. How many girls were there? So what we're going to do is, this one we can actually draw a simple model to solve our question. So you know that the total is actually 2147, right? So they told us the exact number of teachers, which is 1 to 2. So I'm going to just write teachers 1 to 2. Okay, but they say that the pupils, right? Pupils are made up of girls and boys. There were actually 433 more girls than boys. So when I draw my model, of course, we need to know that the model for girls, right, will actually be longer than the model that we draw for the boys, with a difference of here, a 433. So here to here, 433. Okay, remember that the total given is actually 2147. So we're going to write this down. So question is asking me for the how many girls were there. So that means when we want to do this, right, we take away the number of teachers from the total first. So that the number of girls and boys will actually be 2147 minus 122, which would give you a 2025. This is the number of girls and boys, which means the pupils. Okay, so out of the pupils, okay, I label here a little bit here. So this one is 2025. No longer 2147. 2147 is the total, including the teachers. So 2025 will be the girls and boys, but you can see that girls is 433 more than the boys. So what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to take away 433 from the total of a number of pupils to make the units here equal 1 unit each. Okay, to find the value of 2 units. So in order to find 2 units, right, we must take 2025, 2025. Okay, because we are looking at the number of pupils here, no longer with the teachers. Take away the difference of 433. So it would be 1592. Look for 1 unit. 1592 divide by 2, which will give you 796. 796 is the number of boys. Okay, sorry about that. So I want to find girls, which means, right, girls is actually this one down here. So we have to add in the 1 unit with the 433. So in other words, we already found what's 1 unit, which is 796, plus back the 433. Your answer is 1229. That's your answer. Okay? So you can fill up here 1229 girls. Okay? Question 17. Winston spent $180 to buy a total of 20 watermelons and durians. Each watermelon cost $5 and each durian cost $15. How many durians did Winston buy? So what we are going to do here, right? What we have, we write down, okay? Total spend 180 to buy a total of 20 watermelons and durians. They didn't tell exactly how many for each type of fruit, but the total number of fruits bought was actually 20. A mixture of watermelons and durians, okay? And it says that each watermelon costs 5. So I'm just going to write here, one watermelon, $5, right? And one durian is actually a little bit more expensive, $15. So I want to find the number of durians. Okay, so in this case, when you are very familiar with the concepts, right, you will know that this is actually a supposition question. So since we want to find durians, we will suppose all are of the other kind or the of fruit or all of the other group. So we will just suppose all of the fruits are just watermelons. Okay, suppose all are watermelons. So if all are watermelons, right, there will be another total amount paid. Okay, so we need to find out. Let's assume, let's suppose all 20 fruits are just watermelons. So I need to find the cost of 20 watermelons. One watermelon is $5. 20 watermelons will be 20 times 5, $100. But then, of course, the question says that Vincent spent 180, which means that this one is not the amount of money spent. So there's actually some more extra money that Vincent spent. How much extra? 180 minus 100. He spent $80 extra. Okay. So you know that, okay, if we were to draw, right? Okay, let's say this one is all the watermelon, okay? Right. And there will be 20 watermelon, and you will pay $100. But obviously, he didn't only pay $100, he paid 180, which means that over here, we need extra, because we found out that we need another extra $80 because he spent a total of 180. So in this case, you know that not all the fruits are actually watermelons. Some of them are actually durians, right? So we are going to do an exchange. Let's exchange for a watermelon for a durian. So a watermelon is $5, a durian is $15. So you actually exchanging for something that's more expensive. Okay, so one exchange here, right, is actually an additional of $10 because one exchange, you take away a watermelon to exchange for a durian is actually $15 minus 5. It's actually $10 more. Okay, so how many exchanges do I need to do in order to balance out the extra $80? So one exchange is $10 more, right? So I need extra $80. So the number of exchanges, you just take uh $80 divide by $10. Your answer is 8. How many exchanges you make will be the number of durians you have. So your answer will be just 8 durians. So right here, 8 durians. Okay. Question number 18. Oh, this is a very this is a question that we're doing all the time. Okay. So if you cannot do it like that, right? I think my advice is to draw model. Okay. John has 840 stamps and Ken has 1,176 stamps. How many stamps must Ken give to John so that they will have the same number of stamps? So I'm going to draw John and Ken. John has 840, so this will be his. So this is, sorry, a little bit crooked, 840. But Ken, I'm going to use another color, has actually more than him. Ken has 1176. So they say that Ken is going to give a certain number of stamps to John so that they will have the same number. So look at this here, means when we want to do this, right, we need to find the difference between the two boys first. The difference. Okay, so the difference will actually be 1176 minus 840, which will give me 336. So that means the difference between these two boys, right, is actually a 336 stamps. So in order to make them have the same, right, what we can do is we only can share the difference between the two boys equally. Because if I were to give half of the difference to John, you can actually see that if I'm going to write a red color ink here, right, you can see that after that, both of them will be equal. So I need to find what is this. So you know that 336, I'm going to just split it equally among the two boys. So 336 divided by, sorry, this one is, okay, 336 divide by 2. Your answer will be 168 steps. So please write down here, finalize your answer in your paper, 168 steps. Okay? Okay, so next question, question 19. Sally and Tim have a total of 1,440 stickers at first. After Tim had given away 35 stickers, Sally had 4 times as many stickers as Tim. How many stickers did Sally have? So what we're going to do is, right, we know the total number of stickers these two children have, these two people have, which is a total of 1440. They didn't tell exactly how many does each of them have, do each of them have. So we're just going to put a total here. So you know that this one will consist of a before change after question. So something happens, right? So we will indicate with an arrow. It says that Tim given away 35. So since Sally is mentioned first, Sally will be on top. Tim, I will just label it below. Tim give away, right? Give away 35. So we minus 35. And what happens to the model for Sally and Tim? Sally had 4 times. So I'm just going to draw 4 units for Sally and just a little single unit for Tim because Sally had 4 times as many stickers as Tim. So how many stickers did Sally have? So if you look at this, right, total 1440, right, we are going to work forward to find the value of these 5 units because this is the total between these two children and Tim will give away 35. And this will be what they will have left after that, which will represent a total of 5 units. So we will have to look for the value of 5 units by taking 1440 minus 35, which is 1405. So that means the total in the end is 1405. So obviously we always look for 1 unit, okay? So we look for 1 unit by taking 1405 divide by 5. So 1405 divided by 5 is actually 281. So if you look at your model, right, 281 is actually what Tim has left. So it's 281. Okay, so the question is asking me for how many stickers did Sally have. So nothing happens to Sally. Sally's amount will still remain as 4 units here because it's only Tim that gave away the stickers. So we are looking for the value of 4 units for Sally. So 287 times 4. Your answer will be 1124. So how many stickers did Sally have? Sally actually has just 1124 stickers. Okay, that's your answer. So I'm going to the last question, which is question 20. Okay, every month, Aaron spends 3/4 of his pocket money on food. He spends another 1/8 of it on transport and saves the rest. A is asking for what fraction of the pocket money does Aaron spend more on food than transport? And B, what fraction of the pocket money does Aaron save? So we are going, so you know that the answer will be in fraction because they ask for what fraction. So we are going to work out A. It says Aaron spent 3/4 on food, right? So you know that food is actually a fraction of 3/4 and the transport is a fraction of 1/8. So they're asking for what fraction of the pocket money does Aaron spend more on food than transport. So you can see there's a difference between these two fractions. We look for the difference. Okay, so you take 3/4 minus 1/8. So if you look at the fraction here, you know that the denominator is not the same. So you're going to make the denominator the same by changing this to a denominator of 8. So it would be 6/8 minus 1/8. 5/8. Your answer for A is actually 5/8 because this is the fraction that Aaron spends more on food than on transport. So I'm just going to write here A, right? My answer as 5/8. Okay, we need to fill up the answer. Okay, so B, they're asking for what fraction of the pocket money does Aaron save? So since he's spending 3/4 on food and 1/8 on transport, the remaining fraction will be saved. So we have to always use 1/2, take away fraction for food, take away fraction for transport. So like I said, right, we need to change the denominator. So this will be changed to a denominator of 8 at times 2. Remember, 1 whole is actually 8 over 8 because the denominator is 8. Okay, minus away 6 over 8 minus 1 over 8. Your answer will be 1/8. This is the fraction of the pocket money that he saved. So just write down 1/8. Okay, and we are done.